I've been having lots of fun doing these acrylic pours, and I had an idea today to try and use house paint as my white. I'm going to do a negative space pour. So what that means is I'm going to use white over the entire canvas, and then I'm going to add my colors in afterward. So I've mixed together Bare Premium Plus Ultra Pure white semigloss latex paint because I was using this to paint my baseboards in my house. And I've thinned it with some paint latex extender because this seems to thin it nicely. Zinsser latex extender. Some people use Floetrol. I don't know what the difference is, but in Canada here, this is what I came up with. Maybe you can leave me some comments about where I could find better thinner. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour white over the whole thing, and then I'm going to do a dirty pour over the top. So this is the white that I mixed. And then for my colors, I have some Craft Smart paint, and I got this at Michael's for like $1. I've got turquoise, and I've got a really bright green here. It's called Apple Tart. And then I've got Folk Art Shiny Ultramarine Blue and DecoArt Acrylic Neon. And this one is Neon Blue. So, move these out of the way, and I guess I'll make my mix first. So I'm going to have it mostly white with some color, and so I've got this little tiny cup, and I've got my paint mixed with a little bit of thinner, and then a tiny bit of silicone in each one of the cups. So I'm going to put my green on the bottom. I didn't mix up much green because I wanted it to mostly be blue. But I thought it'd be nice to have variety. So let's see if that's enough. Should be. And then I have this is my turquoise. And this one is my neon blue. It's a little thick. See what that does, whether that's good or bad. It's going to be negative space. I feel like the thickness won't be an issue. And then I have some Ultramarine Shiny. I don't think I'm going to use all of the stuff I mixed though. I think I'll just stop there. I still have some in the cup. Alright, I'm just going to move these off of my drip catcher. This is just an oven liner that you buy to line the bottom of your oven so that drips get caught. Okay, so I'm going to start off by pouring the whole thing white, and I'm just going to cover my entire canvas with white. Hopefully that's enough. It seems like it is. Actually, I can spread it around by hand a little bit just to get it covered, and then I'll come right up to the edges. Try not to scoot off too much so I can control that the sides are fully covered. Ever since I discovered this style of painting, I feel like I'm a little bit addicted to it. It's so beautiful and so unpredictable. You never know what you're gonna get. Alright, so I can fix these sides a little bit after, maybe. Just run my finger down over them to make sure they've got a little bit of paint on them. I feel like the paint on the side actually is important, because if I do get the colors meeting the edges, there needs to be something here for it to flow down. So I'll get a nice even coverage. I do have a little knife here, so I'm just going to level this out a little bit, and I can see a couple spots where it is thinner. I think I want it really even, or at least no thin spots. All right, so that looks good. Great. Okay, So now I'm ready for this pour. And because I've already covered this whole thing with white, my options are dump or drop. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to dump it, and then I'm going to flip it and then drag it. I'm going to go diagonally, see what happens. That's my plan. That's my plan. All right, so start to pour, and then tip. I'm just going to wait, and then I'm just going to drag it. I'm going to wait for that green to come down a little bit. It may not. It's kind of thick. I'm going to have to wait, do lots of waiting. I do like the way it's fanning itself out, though. That's kind of cool. There's a nice little scrolly scroll over here. So I do see some green making its way all the way down to the white. So I feel like it's long enough. I could be wrong. All right, so I'm just going to slowly move it. I'm going to lift it a little bit and move it some more. And lift it some more. And I'm going to turn on the side and swirl out. Ooh. I got a little bit of green still in my cup. I'm just going to sit it here, see if I can get some more green out. See what happens. Though I feel like the magic in these paintings is what happens after you pour it. It always looks amazing when you first do it, but then it gets more amazing after that. All right, let's see if I got any green to join in here. Ooh, I did. That's awesome. Now the question becomes, do I tip it or do I just leave it? I feel like I'll just leave it. There's this little spot here. It's like a baby nebula kicking out to the side. I think I love it. I think I'm going to do nothing else. I think I'm going to do nothing else. This actually reminds me of Planet Earth. And I think I love it. So it's going to do more things by itself. I don't even have to do anything else. So I'm going to leave it for about half an hour, and then I'll come back and show you what happened after waiting a half an hour. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right, so I can see it's spread out quite a lot. Hasn't made it to the edges, which is kind of cool. Looks very different than it did. Not sure how much longer it's going to keep moving. It's been about 20 minutes, so maybe I'll just leave it a bit longer and then come back and check. I really love what it's doing over here. This is really neat. Okay, so I've just taken the camera down. It's been about 45 minutes since I've done this. I don't know if you can see all these beautiful details, but I just love the way the paint has blended in all the swirls. I've got a little shadow here from my phone. It's very aquatic. So I'm just going to leave it to dry now, and I'll be curious to see what the sheen ends up looking like when it's dry, due to the white background being house paint. But I just love it. It's got so much intricacy and detail. So there you go. Alright, so if you would please comment on this video, give me some tips and pointers if you've done your own acrylic pouring, or give me some suggestions for some colors you'd like to see me use in a future pour. This is new for me and I'm loving it, so I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.